Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor, 911truther.org. Today is May 19th of 2026. So this is a red alert. CIA headquarters, located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland, is getting ready to stage um, uh, anti-Semitic domestic terror attacks or Islamic terror attacks in the United States in the next on the evening of May 19th or the date of May 20th. Particularly because the CIA has staged these two different elections, one primary election in Kentucky with Thomas Massie, and a primary election in in Pennsylvania with Josh Shapiro. So essentially in Kentucky, AIPAC and the Israeli lobby and the CIA are trying to remove Thomas Massie from the U.S. Senate, and so they have been funding a massive campaign against them. And so this is designed to provide a timely motive for a so-called neo-Nazi America First anti-Semitic related attack, which will predictably be weaponized airborne biological contagion in nature. So they basically want to start a pandemic and then blame the American patriot for that. In respect to Josh Shapiro is an unapologetic Zionist whose gubernatorial residence in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania was previously firebombed. This is designed to foreshadow anti-Semitic attacks targeting him surrounding this election, this primary election. So we have on one side we have a Jewish governor already in office, and then we have a anti-Zionist senator that they're trying to remove from offices. So between Kentucky and Pennsylvania, the CIA is going to stage a major event. So this could be a political assassination targeting Massie or Shapiro or their political opponents. It could be a siege, like a Capitol storming, such as January 6th, targeting the Kentucky State Capitol in Frankfort, Kentucky, or the Pennsylvania State Capitol in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It could be a Bundy militia-like standoff or a Waco massacre, but some sort of major event is being planned surrounding this. This could also be the CIA could stage a bunch of 9/11 attacks. They could stage truck bombings. They could stage any sort of type of attacks, possibly targeting Jewish people, possibly targeting African Americans or other minorities. But some sort of major event is planned in the next 48 hours surrounding these elections. What's at stake here is that if Thomas Massie is not removed from Congress, he will continue to be a voice against the ongoing genocide in Gaza. And so the entire Israeli power structure is trying to remove him from power. Now, if they are able to do so, which I believe that they will, though they're going to rig the election either way, I don't believe he has a chance. If they remove him from power, then they will claim that, predictably, that it was rigged and that Israel rigged the election, and then this will become the ongoing narrative from here forward, will be that Israel is in control of America and that they're rigging the elections. And then that is designed to provide a timely motive for attacks against Hebrew, Israeli, and Jewish-related entities. Consequently, Israeli consulate generals in the United States and Canada and Mexico, as well as embassies of the State of Israel in Canada, the United States, and Mexico may come under attack, most likely by the Israeli Mossad, and subsequently scapegoated onto so-called domestic Canadian or American terrorists. Basically, Israel, the Mossad, is going to attack themselves and then frame Americans for it. That's what's basically going to happen. One particular event that is likely going to come under attack is on the evening of May 19th when U.S. President Donald J. Trump attends the congressional picnic on the South Lawn of the White House in Washington, D.C. As previously noted in an earlier video, the CIA staged a mass shooting attack surrounding the congressional softball game a few years ago. I believe it was fatal in nature, and so they plan on doing a redux attack. You also have Dan Bilzerian, this multimillionaire former poker player that is running against Randy Fine for a congressional seat in Florida. So the CIA is desperately going to stage anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish, anti-Hebrew, anti-Israeli related attacks in the United States prior to this election. It's a fact. You can write it down. This is a turning point in America, whereby if Thomas Massie stays in office and someone like Dan Bilzerian gets into Congress, it's going to forever change the fabric of the political system, especially in respect to our very bipolar relationship with the State of Israel. So this is a red alert. CIA is going to stage some sort of heinous event in the next 48 hours. There's also multiple playoff games, namely the Cleveland Cavaliers at the New York Knicks this evening. So a future scenario this evening whereby Thomas Massie in Kentucky, the anti-Zionist, anti-Israeli politician, is removed from office, and then the CIA stages some sort of an event. They've also staged a major white supremacist marches, I believe in Columbus, I believe in Indiana, and I believe in another Midwestern state. So if Thomas Massie is removed, loses the election, the CIA is going to have all these agent provocateurs, most of them are Jews from Israel, that are going to be flown in, or they're dual Israeli, U.S.-Israeli citizens that will never be prosecuted for any of their crimes, which is why they commit acts of terror with impunity. They will go to the streets with masks on and flying swastikas and burning crosses. This is what's expected on the evening of May 19th. And of course, you're going to have a basketball game, the Cavaliers at the Knicks, which is predominantly of black athletes. And so then they're going to get their comments for all these people, and they're likely going to stage arson attacks, possibly targeting Washington, D.C., the capital of Frankfurt, Kentucky, or the capital of Harrisburg, or other cities such as Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Lexington, etc. So this is what's on tap for tonight. They're going to try to use this election, whether Massie wins or loses, or whether Josh Shapiro wins or loses, it doesn't matter. The goal is the same, is they want to trigger a DEFCON level event. They're blamed on so-called domestic terrorists, America First people, and possibly race war in nature, possibly targeting Jews, Hebrews, Israelis, or African Americans or minorities. And it'll likely feature fire, because these are symbolic blood sacrifices that are Holocaust, means a burnt offering. And so the CIA has no qualms about sacrificing a few hundred Jews in the process. So the notion that they would burn down a village or a city or a synagogue or a community center in order to blame Whitey is not out of the question, and it's expected, especially in Kentucky, where there is, strangely, many Jewish-related entities in Kentucky for whatever reason. I don't know why Jews would want to live in Kentucky, but there are. If you Google it, you would be surprised. So, what the CIA is desperately trying to do is to change an event whereby they can ban guns, they can ban free speech, they can change the rules essentially. So some sort of major event is expected on the evening of May 19th, the morning of May 20th. Coincidentally, I just identified a massive terror plot targeting the state of New Jersey, which they always say that Israel is the state of New Jersey, and Rutgers just happens to be a Jewish university in New Jersey, and they plan on staging a biochemical 9/11 attack targeting multiple locations in New Jersey this evening. I just published a report called Operation Babylon Burn. You can check it out online, but this is what's on tap for this evening. So some sort of DEFCON level event is expected. So if that happens, I kindly ask you to download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international. Thanks.